Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is JPlays and this is the Geolock Rival Challenge. We are in episode 3 of the Hoenn lock, which means we are progressing towards the Badge 6 rival fights. It's getting real. So here we are at Norman's gym trying to get the 5th gym badge. So Norman, our dear old dad, he's got a normal type Legion at his disposal. Specifically, the Pokemon we're worried about is Slacking. We have a Vigoroth. We understand how strong Vigoroth is. He's actually come in handy a little bit more than I would have expected in my previous fights. But Slacking is a whole other story. His stats are literally like a legendary Pokemon, and I don't know if my team can really take it. We're going to see what happens. Luckily, Slacking has the Truant ability, so that means that every time you fight him, you go right back into a sleep turn, essentially, where he doesn't do anything. So with that little interchanging, let's see what we can do. So here we are fighting Norman. I'm going to start things off with Bippity. Bippity my Curlia, I swear to God, she's probably one of the best Pokemon I have, dies immediately. This Slacking is no joke, and it's just switched it out right after, which means that it's not really getting its Truant turn. And that's something I'm really worried about. The Pokemon MMO AI knows how to deal with this Slacking. It knows how to make it a problem. Just use Ice Punch to get rid of my Flying type. That was my check to, it was pretty fast. I was hoping that I was going to be able to do some big damage. Luckily, Vigoroth is able to get Slacking asleep, do some damage. Unfortunately, it heals. It's so annoying. This thing has like 6 lives, and it takes out 3 of my Pokemon, but luckily, Sensu Beans, the Dugtrio, is able to deal with it. We just have a couple other Pokemon to clean up. Luckily, Breloom's got Mach Punch, so we can make light work of the rest of the fight. But let me tell you, that Slacking was freaking scary. It took out my entire team. That was just one Pokemon. But with that, now we have 5 gym badges, and we should take some time, look around what kind of Pokemon we got. I march up to Sootopolis, and I catch myself a Skarmory. It's level 17. I end up calling it Android 17 just for the occasion. I figure it's going to be a good Pokemon to catch. Something that's interesting about Pokemon MMO, especially in the Geolock, you want to have Pokemon with high stats, so I just go catching over and over and over and over again. Here I am trying to find a Torchic. Luckily, you can get all of the starter Pokemon by using a lure in different locations, which is nice. So I'm over here catching a bunch of Torchics. I'm trying to get the absolute best Torchic possible with some good IVs, with a good nature, yada, yada, yada. It takes a long time, especially the starter Pokemon. They're kind of rare. Like, it's actually very hard to get your hands on these guys and, like, find them in the wild. But luckily, my patience is rewarded. As is with every single Pokemon you have to catch. You have to do this every time you want to add a new member to your team. I got a plus attack nature. I got some pretty high IVs for my speed and attack. So I'm feeling pretty good. And we fight May. Now, Trainer May is a rival. We fought her a couple times. I didn't really put it in the video because she's more or less just a trainer, but this one is actually a fight. She's got Claydol, she's got Raichu, she's got her fully evolved starter, like she's level 35. Her Pokemon are actually a problem. Luckily though, I'm preparing for rivals much more difficult than May. Felis, Acenet, Edgy. In this challenge, we actually had a couple others. I think Black Rose was in this one. We had Hybrid. They are all very good trainers, so I'm not really worried about May over here sending out Skeptile and Macargo. My Pokemon are more than prepared for the story. And that's what we want to see. We want to have an overpowered team. That way we can actually get through the story, catch all the Pokemon we need to. We want to use all of the tools we have at our disposal. Like, we got IVs, we got EVs, we got Natures, like, we got TMs from the mall, which is pretty big. We always want to see more TMs because that gives us more options and variety for the way we build our teams. So anytime we get to a checkpoint, like a Pokemart or one of these giant malls, we have access to more TMs. Moving forward, we end up in the Weather Institute. Now, this is actually a pretty fun little area. The Weather Institute kind of brings me back, I'll be honest with you. I feel very nostalgic with this. Pokemon Ruby. I remember being a kid and like pulling up to the GameStop and like getting Ruby. It was like a birthday, but I remember opening up the box and like playing it. Like, Pokemon Hoenn was so freaking cool. My brother already had a copy of Pokemon Fire Red, so that was my first video game, and I was playing that game since before I could even read. Like, I was just like seeing what would go on. So being able to play Pokemon Ruby again, essentially through MMO, like with other people, taking the Pokemon very, very seriously and getting, more personally connected to these Pokemon, giving them nicknames, trying to fight with them side by side against these rivals. To me, it's like the exact same feeling as when I was a kid, and I got that box with Pokemon Ruby in it, and I was tearing it open in the car before I could even get home, and I didn't even have my Game Boy. I literally was just looking at the cartridge. I was just like, wow. And I can remember plugging into Hoenn, hearing the amazing music. You know, like Fire Red was awesome, don't get me wrong, but the music in Hoenn was just like game breaking. Like it was so fucking cool. And then I remember catching my first Pokemon. I had like the Torchic, I got the Talo. My brother found a Ralts and I was really jealous because I had no idea where to get one. Like I can literally vividly remember these memories and like getting to relive them in Pokemon MMO. To me, it's even more personal than just like replaying the region. Like because I'm connected with, you know, my other players. I have to really take care of these Pokemon and make sure that they're strong and they're ready for fights, because it's not just playing through a region. You know, every time I evolve one of these Pokemon, Mr. Popo, the Gardevoir evolved earlier, Bippity, you know, I got Blaziken evolving. I'm gonna name him Goku, by the way. He's gonna be a freaking legend, you know? I'll be honest with you, at the time of this recording, it's been a while since we did the Hoenn lock. But I'm looking at the footage and I literally feel every feeling that I had. Trying to catch all the Pokemon that I can, trying to explore the region, getting these Kecleon. Like, a great example, right? Kecleon. This was so frustrating to me as a little kid. This game came out, what, like 2004? Like, I was like 5 years old. Like, I was a child. And the Kecleon was just this invisible wall that I didn't understand, and it took me so long before I was actually able to, like, figure out what it was and how to use it. And, you know, getting the scope lens and walking ahead, and then there's all these invisible walls. It makes the game so mysterious and wonderful. And the Hoenn region is just, it's so cool. It's so inspired. And I love Pokemon. I love the Hoenn region. And I love my friends. Shout out to AceNet here. You can see him guiding me to the Ghost Mountain, because I literally forgot the story. Like, Hoenn and me go way back. I don't remember all of the details. So it was helpful, you know, having friends to guide me in the region and trade with me if I needed to evolve, and, you know, warn me when there's like an Alpha Mightyena, for example. So it's really cool. I love playing Pokemon. I love being a Pokemon fan, and to share one sentiment, I remember the Pokemon that I had when I was a little kid. I remember that file. Like, I'm saying it out loud right now, and I can actually see my Hall of Fame picture. I had a Blaziken, I had a Swellow, just like I have right now. They're both Pokemon I love. I had a Kecleon, because I remember seeing Kecleon in that one episode of the anime when Pikachu would fight Kecleon, and there was like the thing with the grass, and Pikachu would like hide. Oh my god, and Kecleon was like invisible. I remember thinking he was so overpowered, and then in the mystery dungeon games too, he was also really scary because he was like the merchant guy. I loved that guy. I had a Tropius, I had a Tentacruel from the ocean, I had an Exploud from that like misty cave. Oh my god, it was so cool. I loved my Pokemon in Hoenn, it was awesome. I actually would have been able to export them into modern games, but I put them all in my Pokemon Pearl, and then I lost it. So I was so sad. I would have still had all of my Pokemon from childhood. I exported my Fire Red guys and my Hoenn guys into my copy of Pearl, and I'll be honest, I remember being a little kid with an action replay playing Pokemon Pearl and then like hacking in other Pokemon. Oh my god. Good times. Great memories. So, Pokemon, you know, I'm 26 now. You know, I've been playing Pokemon for basically my entire life. It's really cool seeing, you know, the evolution of it, how it relates to you and how it relates to, you know, the community that you're building with it, if you need to trade with your friends on the playground, or if you're in a Discord community and you're able to coordinate like an entire challenge. Like, there's very few things in the world that's able to capture that, and Pokemon does it in spades. Not only does it do it in spades, it does it in literally the most iconic way possible. It's awesome. But enough about me. Let's go into what's going on in-game. Right here we are seeing Groudon in his tired, sleepy state, and Maxine gets mad. He woke him up from the nap, and then, you know, Maxine gets all upset about it. Maxie from Team Magma has very strong Pokemon, and I brought a bunch of juniors. I brought a Grovyle, a Trapinch, and an Altaria to an Alakazam and a Camerupt fight. Like, I was not thinking. And honestly, I welcome the challenge. I see this and I'm like, hey, I really think I can win. Alakazam does a couple recover spams, and we're able to beat it through with Janemba, the Lairon, and we're taking it back. Lairon gets killed by a fire-type attack, which is okay, but I use my Alpha Mightyena. Never mind, he died. I'm going to use my Magneton to try and take it out, and he died too. Okay, this isn't looking good. The Houndoom is actually kind of being a problem, and we need to try again. I'm not mad. I'm not salty. I'm just a little salty. You know, so we gotta go back. Well, let's see what we can do. I wanna get some Pokemon a little bit higher level just so we don't get the exact same result. Luckily, Nimbus, my Altaria, is ready to evolve. So having a Dragon-type Pokemon is very good. They resist a lot of things like that Houndoom we were just fighting. Additionally, having a Pokemon level 41, it can never be a bad thing, right? Looks like Cell, my Grovyle, is also almost ready to evolve, so I'm making sure to take the time to train my Pokemon before I get mixed into another fight like that. And it looks like at level 36, he becomes his perfect form. And now let's see what we can do about fighting Maxie one more time. So, this time he leads with the Houndoom that gave us so much grief before. Luckily, my Trapinch has evolved. Dende uses Dig and is able to take it out in one shot. Dragon Breath paralyzes, which is really lucky. That means that this Mightyena is effectively useless. I'm gonna set up on it. You know, I'm not really nervous about doing a little Fire Fang damage. I have my screen set up now, so I'm really not gonna be taking too much damage after that. I sacrificed the Dragon Balls to go into my new Dragon-type Pokemon to slay the Camerupt, and suddenly, this whole fight seems a lot easier, right? Altaria is able to tear up the Alakazam. We lose to the Crobat, that's okay. We have 3 other Pokemon to take care of it. And just like that, our power level just tripled, right? And I'm not saying power level as a pun for Dragon Ball, like all of my nicknames. Like, we literally are a different tier of player now. Before, our strongest Pokemon was this little Mightyena. Now we got Blaziken, the Goku. Now we have Perfect Cell, the Sceptile. Now we have Dragon Balls, the Magneton. We got Frieza, the Swampert. Bippity, the Gardevoir. Like, come on now. We are set. So, all that's left is for us to move forward with the game and get our next gym badge. So, we already got badge 5 earlier in the video. That was Norman, the normal type gym. And now we're going to move forward to Winnoa, badge 6, the flying type gym. And we have plenty of coverage for this gym, right? So we could do plenty of neutral damage to these flying types. That's all well and dandy. We got Magneton, the Dragon Balls. He's going to be able to use his Thunderbolt for super effective damage. Same with Electrode, Mr. Popo, right? I'm pretty sure Bippity can learn electric moves. If we needed even more coverage, we can put that on there. But I'm going to be honest with you, we're pretty chill. We have rock moves like Rock Slide, Frieza the Marshtomp, which is very close to evolving, joining Goku and Perfect Cell. Frieza's going to become a Swampert. That Rock Slide is going to be doing even more damage. Let's go! So I'm feeling super comfortable with our team. Let's bring in Electrode to start things off. Skarmory, a Pokemon that I am typically very afraid of. It's got Sturdy, it's got Whirlwind. We're gonna take it out lickety-split, alright? We have an anti-Skarmory lead with Mr. But this gym is pretty much a wash. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Winnoa doesn't hold a candle to our team. Like, I'm not even gonna get to use all of our Pokemon in this fight. I'm gonna switch them out just so we can make them feel included. I want Goku to get a kill, so we got Blaze Kick on that Tropius. Sadly, we got a water type on the scene, sending out the rain, but luckily we can adapt. I have Swampert, I have Gyarados. These Pokemon are more than comfortable being in the rain, so the fight against Winnoa is easy. It's a very quick win, and again, our team is pretty overpowered, and I'm feeling confident going into these rival fights. But to assist my confidence just a little bit more, you know, our level cap is 44, I really have no idea what kind of options we have. I ask AceNet to help me out. AceNet was a huge help in taking down Felis in badge 2, so let's see if we can train together and we can surmount our way to beating him again for badge 6. So, first things first, I need to get used to using my team. I have Mr. Popo the Electrode, he's got screen support, he's an electric type Pokemon. I also have a Android 17, he's a Skarmory for some physical defense, some Stealth Rock setup, Spike setup, Whirlwind, stuff like that. But these are all things that I'm very new with. I don't really know how to use these Pokemon well, and I'll be honest with you, the team build is very hyper-aggressive, just with screen support, one defensive switch in, and then a bunch of attackers. It's not the best team comp, I can't lie. So getting as many reps with it, as much practice with it as I can is going to be helpful. So here I am using Skarmory's patented Whirlwind and Spikes technology, right? And I think I'm making progress on his team. But AceNet is a thinker. He's not playing turn by turn, he's playing in the long game. He burns my Skarmory just to make sure that it's literally no threat whatsoever. My Mr. Popo is asleep. and he switches into Zangoose over here. So all of my Pokemon have been chipped. I got the hazards, the Stealth Rock is out there. I put up a screen just to hopefully protect against Zangoose, and he uses Swords Dance. This marks the end of the fight. Quick Attack is going to outspeed Electrode, kill. I switch into Goku. He's got pretty much full health, takes some damage from the Stealth Rock, gets hit and outsped by Return, killed. There goes Goku, there goes Mr. Popo. Shenron comes out. I'm gonna try and lower its attack, right? I'm gonna try and keep this thing under control. Intimidate's gonna make it easier. Thunder Punch, 4 times effective damage. Killed. There goes Shenron. Oh my god, the Magic Dragon. Let's throw in a Sensu Bean. Hopefully, you know, Sucker Punch. We got some priority on that, faster than the Quick Attack. Quick Attack kills. It is a Zangoose sweep. This thing is unstoppable. And I look at my team and I thought it was really strong. Like, literally a minute ago, I was just saying how confident I was with it. And AceNet gives me a lot of words of advice. He tells me which switch-ins are important. He tells me about game plan on the reveal of team sheets. You have to plan out like what Pokemon you're going to use against their Pokemon, and you know which Pokemon you can switch into safely. And these are all lessons that I take to heart. And I really, really appreciate AceNet for walking me through these things. With his tutoring, the training arc begins, and I go into the next game with a lot more focus. Okay, so I'm thinking about which Pokemon I really need for targeted attacks, which Pokemon are safe to switch in. Like for example here, I'm being threatened by this Dark type by switching to a Fighting type. I get crit anyway for it and Goku goes down, but at least I'm thinking right. I'm at least putting myself out there and I'm getting some more information. Shenron's Intimidate I'm going to utilize, lower the attack of the Absol, kill it out. Later on in the game, the Aggron's down, my Blaziken and Skarmory are down, so it's kind of a 44 situation, and he uses Memento. Memento is super dangerous. It basically cripples your Pokemon by cutting its attacks in half, and it kills the Pokemon in return. I'm still faster than the Zangoose, so I luckily get a paralysis with my Thunderbolt. This is the only reason I was able to save myself against the Zangoose sweep. It was about to kill me all over again, but luckily, Mr. Popo the Electrode came in clutch, and he was able to cripple it before it became a problem. So, suddenly we're in an advantage situation. I was able to get rid of the Zangoose, which is my biggest flaw, weakness, you know, scary Pokemon, and he sacrificed the Dusclops. So now we find ourselves in a 2-2, Gallade has Thunder Punch, suddenly it's a 2-1, and I'm scared again. Bippity shows up, proving that it's going to be just a little bit better as a Ralts evolution. And it kills the Gallade. And suddenly, it's Breloom to Gardevoir. Spikes come in, Mach Punch comes in, and I survive. Luckily, the stars align, and the training arc was successful. And now let's see Badge 6.
Okay, good luck.
This is actually my first time fighting Fearless for a tournament battle, honestly.
Really? I mean, you... Ooh, Sturdy came up.
Yes.
I like the nickname Gara. Oh, a switch out. Into Starmie. Ooh, a switch out. Okay, we got Mighty Anna here. Light Screen. Interesting move. Okay, switching to blue. Ooh, another switch out. Okay. Smart. Wait, what?
Say hello to Technician Breloom.
Alright, takes down Gara. Alright, so you guys are still 1-1. Back into Kakashi. And that proves it.
I was expecting to be a little bit faster to get out.
Oh, he survives the Thunderbolt. That's huge. Wow. Wait, do you have the rest of your EVs in HP? Because that's probably where it came from.
Nah, I have 0 on HP.
Damn. Oh no. Yo, this Starmie's putting in work.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping Quick Call would happen. Did not happen.
Damn.
I think I just...
Damn. Edgy, not like this. You were building the rain team. What happened? Yeah, Kingdra, Starmie would have been nice. Vigoroth was a
yeah,
smart
and
I didn't have the team right set up to beat Moxie yet, so I had to.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Alright, Felis, I'm taking you down. You've been on a pillar for too long in Sinnoh. In Hoenn, we're gonna take you down a peg.
Technically, Ace already took him down.
That's true. Acenet was able to fight him. So much so that Felis doesn't even want to fight Acenet. Alright.
I have one last series too.
yeah, at least it needs to make a comeback.
Come on, wake up. Yes! Good job, Android 17. You did it! That was actually the best one.
Nope.
Rapid spin. Oh, okay, okay.
Ooh, what the hell?
Oh, that didn't do enough.
Damn.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a max speed Electrode. How are you faster at me being able to outspeed a Starmie? Oh yeah, so this Starmie is even scarier than I thought it was. Alright, 1 to 2. This isn't irrecoverable. Alright, I'm hoping I have enough tank to deal with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, you should have.
Defense? Okay, Houndoom. I like you have Sasuke and Obito, no Itachi.
Nah, no Itachi.
Damn, you actually got some goating. Thunderfang.
Oh, it
Yo,
lives!
main character energy. This is my moment.
This sucks.
Alright. 2 to 2. The game. A Breloom. The question is. Oh no, Mach Punch! I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you.
I like 3 options to go from there. I had Sturdy, Aggron,
like. This is a 1 in 4 chance to hit. And you hit! Damn it!
Oh, nice. Nice.
Okay. I still have 1 more chance for Parahacks to pay off. Okay. So we got Yamato out here. He did Spore. Yeah. I just have to hope I wake up early enough to get a hit in. Damn, I don't think I win. I think I lost it. Yo, Technician Mach Punch is actually kind of dirty. Come on, wake up. No!
Oh, wow.
Dang. Yo, get the silhouettes on my team because one of them is gonna be yours. I have a feeling I know which one you're gonna pick.
Oh wow, I lived.
I'm surprised you lived that, honestly. Alright. GG's, Felis. I really tried to beat you this time. I think I came as... I feel like the mind games are going so deep right now, even though you're on, like, move 2. Okay, they're just going for chip damage. Okay. Boxing match.
And because he's up, he can just switch in here, and it'll be fine.
Wow. Nice.
Quick attack. Though I guess on a normal type, it is kind of... Oh no. It's Aggron Square. Yo, crit mattered?
Minus the EVs.
That said though, I dealt with this Houndoom with, if he wants to, he can fight the winner of this game.
Yeah, Houndoom is fast. Houndoom is really fast.
I was not expecting this. what Edgy's Mighty Anna is supposed to do. Memento.
Okay, this can get ugly.
I also have a pretty decent Houndoom. I just don't have it on the team.
Can
Sweet
get
Ace
ugly.
Yeah, I guess I could use it as a backup for the whole water thing.
Oh, yes! Oh!
The taunt was insane.
The taunt!
The taunt was wild. How did you even know?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit.
Because he could have. He could
The
have used Quick Attack.
taunt.
You know he's
The
got Quick
taunt.
Attack. That's insane.
Yeah.
No way, you're kidding.
Yeah, I was like highly debating whether to like keep taunt or keep nasty plot.
Man.
I just went with taunt, and I think that was the right move. Taunt pretty much, I think, win the game. GG.
Wow. Felis once again is unbeatable.